Hello everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Everybody, this is the Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Okay people, I didn't even know if I wanted to do this video. This was a request last week. And I was like, man, I don't really know if I should do this because I'm like everybody else. I don't know why Naomi Osaka split up with her coach. And so I said, I really couldn't even guess because there's so many reasons why they could have split up, and why would she split up with her coach who has helped her bring such success in like a 8 month period. Took him from number 70 to number 1 in the world, 2 majors in less than a year, in less than 8 months. Why would Naomi Osaka let go of Sasha? Okay, if she did let him go. Okay, I mean, now let me first of all say this here, people, before I get started. I do believe it was her or her teams, Naomi Osaka or her team. When I say her team, her agent, her mom, father, and Naomi Osaka, I do believe they are the ones that wanted this separation. I don't believe that it was Sasha that wanted the separation. Now, he could have wanted it. Maybe, I mean, listen, maybe after things went sour or whatever happened, maybe he wanted out. Maybe he was like, okay, fine. I mean, you know, if it ain't working and the chemistry is gone, then I guess I should leave. So, but I'm talking about initially. I do believe this is coming from Naomi Osaka or her team, but I'm gonna say Naomi Osaka, team or Naomi Osaka, and that's got a lot to do with the video. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about. Well, see, there's 2 questions here, and I sort of put that in the title. The first question is, why did she separate from her coach? And that's an easy answer. I don't know. I'm going to give y'all some speculations about it. I talk about that a little bit. But the second question, this is why I did the video. It's the second question that I'm curious about. I could care less why she separated from her coach, really. But the point is, what does this say about Naomi Osaka's mentality? Is that a good thing that she separated from her coach? Or does that say something bad about her? Does it say something good about the way she's thinking? That's what I'm going to dig into, okay? I'm going to dig into that a little later. Now, let's go back to the first question. Why do I think she separated from her coach? Who, I mean, she's won 2 majors. In the last 8 months, she's become number 1 in the world. She's become richer than she's ever dreamed of. Multiple $1 million endorsements and more still coming in. Why would she let go of a coach who's helped her in such a short period of time bring such success? Now, people, like I just said before, man, I don't know, okay? And God knows. And I'm like everybody else. And they doing a good job of professionally keeping the answer hidden. I mean, they ain't talking. They just both of them just gave some nice, professional, politically correct tweets about the departure and thanking each other. And that was it. You know, that was like some publicist nonsense. So, let me tell y'all what I think now. I know, and I want everybody to jump in the comment section, and this is coming straight from this is tennis. I had to go to the Tennis Prophet Library and the Tennis Prophet Magic Man Psychological Library to come up with these answers I'm getting ready to tell you. Okay, so the question is, why did she split? Like I said, I don't know. But people, there's a lot of reasons why people split up. Now, people, like one sports writer said, I do agree with this here. And this ain't, forget the sports writer, what he said, okay? People, I watch a lot of other sports, and I've seen this happen. And now, this is sort of rare. Most if you win and usually keep the coach, or if the team is winning, the owner keeps the the winning coach. But people, I've seen it in college football. I can't remember the teams here, but I've seen it in college basketball, and I'm not sure. I think I've seen it in the NFL. I don't know if the coach was a Super Bowl. I don't know if the coach had just won the Super Bowl, but this coach, his team had a 12-4 record, and he got fired after that. The owner let him go. I've seen in corporations, people. Haven't you guys seen on a job where somebody got a raise, or they doing such a great job and look like they're gonna be around for 20 years, and either they leave on their own, all of a sudden they say, I'm leaving the job, or the management or the ownership fired this person, and it could have been your manager who was doing a great job, and you're thinking everything was fine. So people, these things have happened, that just because you got some winning record or you got some high level of efficiency, there can be bad chemistry that can still happen. And man, listen, man, I mean, I'm just being sort of funny now, but I'm just telling y'all, I've seen situations, man, you don't know. It could be maybe Naomi Osaka's mom doesn't like Sasha. You don't know. Maybe they could have had an argument about something. Man, I've seen where, man, the coach is screwing the sister, having sex with the sister, or having a relationship with the sister, and they found out, or see, man, you never know what's going on. I'm just being funny now, but man, in situations like this, you never know what personally conflicts are going on behind the scene. Who don't like who? Is the father, did he not like Sasha, and he almost got in a fist fight with Sasha in the locker room, and Naomi Osaka gradually sided with the father? I mean, you know, I don't think it's nothing like that, but I'm just giving y'all examples of that. Just because you doing a great job on the court, great job coaching, and there could still be chemistry problems. There could be certain things that create chemistry problems between you and the player you coaching. Now here's another thing. Before I get to the Naomi Osaka, from her side, let me just try to talk about that first question, why they split. Now here's another thing I just thought of. Okay, Naomi Osaka. Okay, let's just say this is another example. Now this ain't necessarily. She could approve of this, because obviously the buck stops with her. And Naomi Osaka, I'm going to tell y'all, she's a much stronger and even more stubborn person than you think she is. Just because she's quiet and she talks really, oh, I'm Naomi Osaka, that don't mean she ain't strong or stubborn too. Okay? And that can be good and bad. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a second here. But here's another thing, people. I'm just thinking about this. When Sasha started coaching Naomi Osaka, she didn't have a lot of money then. So now, and he was probably getting paid a less salary. So now she's got all these endorsements, bigger money. Maybe he feels, damn, I deserve more money. And maybe if Naomi didn't say no, maybe the mom said, no, we'll pay you your $100,000. Okay, whatever coach get, $150,000. Just because Naomi Osaka is getting $30 million now, we ain't gonna give you $3 million. See, maybe did he want more money? Did he feel that because Naomi Osaka is making way more money now, and that he had a lot to do with the success, that he should get more money? And maybe they decide, I mean, there are some people that way. They don't care how successful they get. There are some people saying, you ain't getting no percentage of anything. You're going to still get what other coaches get. If I win 25 majors, more than Serena Williams, if I get every endorsement, $1 billion contract from Nike, and I don't care if you made me successful. I mean, did Naomi or the family say, we ain't paying you no money, and he wanted more money? That's a legit thing that could have happened. And but let me just let that first question go. I don't know, but I'm just giving y'all, I just show y'all how, my point was, no matter how good of a coach you are, I don't care how good of an executive you are, man, there's all kind of reasons why somebody could leave the job. No job is secured, man. And here's another thing. I'm just being funny about this. People, there was a situation one time where this guy, he got a raise, and he came out and everybody, he was happy he got a raise. The manager that gave the employee the raise, they heard the guy was thinking about leaving, so they gave him a huge raise. We were jealous. And but guess what, people? He still left. And you know why he left? Because, listen, he was married. He was having an affair with one of the employees who was married. So you got two people on the job who are married having an affair. Now, here was the thing. Because we were employees with him and we knew all the inside scoop and gossip, so we knew what was going on. So now, if we had been on the outside, we would have been like, why would an employee who just got a $10,000 raise, why would he leave? And he got a raise 3 times bigger than all the other employees. He still left because it was getting too hot around there for him. Okay, people, so I just gave you an example how a lot of personal nonsense could be happening that can destroy the chemistry of a coach, player, executive, employee, NFL coach. It doesn't matter, basketball coach. It's all the same, man. So just because you're doing a great job don't mean your job is secure. So in a way, I'm not surprised. Okay, now let me get to the second question. This is why I'm making the video. See, I wouldn't have made the video. Forget all that other stuff I just said. That's speculation stuff. I would not have made the video if I couldn't give some answer to this question. And the question is, what does this say about Naomi Osaka? She's splitting with her coach. Now, people, I only heard one person that mentioned this, and it was I got to give a shout out to him, and it's not a subscriber. I don't know why I'm saying shout out like he's listening to me. It's a famous Sports Illustrated sports writer. I usually don't listen to those kind of sports writers, whether they right or wrong. You know me, man. I got my own mind about stuff to his profit. But this guy, he made a lot of sense. He said that this says a lot about Naomi Osaka. See, what it is, people, it could be that she feels that she wants her own mind. And now somebody was saying, well, you can have your own mind and still have a great coach. Please, yes, that's true. But she could be, yeah, listen, she could have some kind of, how you say, misperception about that. Like, she may think that, okay, I'm winning now. And like that Sports Illustrated guy said, I really don't need you, and I don't want you taking the spotlight for this. I can win without you. Okay, now listen, listen, let me say something about that. All that stuff I just said, I can win without you, I don't really need you, or I don't want you taking the spotlight away from me, or I got my own mind. Now people, that's good and bad, okay? Okay, now I just told y'all earlier that Naomi Osaka, I've heard people, I always knew this about her, because, I ain't gonna call out the relative. I have a relative like this. Like, he's really quiet and stuff, and everybody say he's such a quiet guy and humble guy, but he's a stubborn guy. And he'll say it quick, I got my own mind. Like, if you push him, he'll say that, and that's okay. But I'm just saying, a lot of people, I've heard comments since Naomi Osaka won. People would say stuff like, thank God we finally got Naomi Osaka. She's so humble and meek, and Serena Williams is so arrogant, and they'll say stuff, they'll compare Serena with Naomi Osaka. So I knew there was, some of that's true and some of it's not true. People think just because Naomi Osaka got that little laughy, and she come across as sort of meek, sort of, she got a stubbornness about her that I always knew. Like, yeah, she want to do things her own way, okay? Now, y'all get what I'm saying? Now, you see how, now, I'm almost answered the question now. Now, Sasha had his way of doing things, and he brought a lot of success to Naomi Osaka, okay? And Naomi Osaka, if that's true what I said, she got her way of doing things, okay? Now listen, somebody could say, now, wait a minute, though. Now, I know some of this is irrational stuff that could be going on in her head, because the question is, well, if she's winning, and a lot of people are saying that she's winning based on the timeline, it got a lot to do with Sasha. Well, Naomi Osaka, in her mind, she may be like, well, I was already coming up anyway. Yeah, he took me from 68 in the world to number 1, but I was already headed up. Okay, there's some truth behind that. She's like, yeah, y'all think he made me great. I was already being great if I had another coach. Okay, in her mind, she could be thinking that. And you know what? We can't prove that right or wrong. But I'm only telling you, I'm showing y'all now how tension could come, no matter how great he is. And guess what, people? The better coach, when you're dealing with somebody, if that's true what I'm saying, that Naomi Osaka got this kind of stubbornness that a lot of people don't think she has. And she got this. Now, sometimes stubbornness can be good and bad. Some people call it strong-minded. Some people call it bullheaded. Now, sometimes that can be good and bad. Listen, if you need a great coach and you start losing because you don't want a great coach, you scared he gonna take the spotlight away from you, or you just don't want to listen to him, it's bad in that case. Now, it can be good in this case. Okay, let me say this here. You may say, well, imagine, man, is this a good thing or a bad thing that Naomi Osaka showed by letting her coach go? This is how it could be good, people. If she got this, I got my own mind. I don't want no coach taking over my mind. Now, I know what everybody's saying, and I would tell Naomi Osaka this. If she got something stupid like this in her head, you can still be great, super great. Look at Djokovic and Federer and Nadal. They got coaches. Michael Jordan had a coach. I tell Naomi Osaka that you need a great coach. So just because a coach is really good or great, that doesn't mean he's going to take the spotlight away from you. That doesn't mean he's going to take your legacy away. That doesn't mean he's going to overshadow your legacy, overshadow your spotlight, or take away your own mind, okay? So she could have a little bit of that in her head. People, I actually coached a girl. I ain't gonna call out the college because then she'll know I'm talking about her, okay? I was getting her ready for college. This is a couple years ago, people. I had her on the road teaching her the mental stuff, how to go up in levels. And so the day we was working on going up in levels, she was learning how to go up in levels like Sampras level 1, like Nadal, and like go up to that God mode, whatever her God mode was. When she was coming out the ground crushing the ball. People, check this out. And we separated, people. That was the last lesson. Everything was good that day. I thought I was going to be teaching her for another year or so before she go to school. Her father and her mom got along fine with me. They the one who hired me, people. Listen, she was crushing the ball. When she saw that she was going up to her God mode, she intentionally stopped hitting the ball and crushing it. And the father said, "What's wrong?" She said something. He said, "You're doing a great job. Why are you stopping?" People, listen. Now, I didn't know that until a little later after I digested this. To make a long story short, people, she didn't want me. She thought that the fact that she was playing really well, I would get credit for it. She would rather play bad than to give the tennis prophet, the Magic Man, credit. Okay, yeah, I know that sounds crazy, people. That's the first time I ever experienced that. She would rather be a lesser player than to be a great player and carry out like the tennis prophet system. Even if she's playing her style. And one thing about me, people, when I teach somebody, I want you to be yourself. I want you to play your style. Even if I'm giving you some type of system or some type of mental philosophy or level philosophy, whatever. But no, she intentionally tried not to play hard that day. And the father, he was like, "What's going on? You were doing so well. You was looking like a pro." The father said, "You was crushing the ball like a pro. Why do you drop down off that level?" And people, the next week, we were supposed to meet. So the father calls me and says, he tells me, he said, something is wrong. Okay, he didn't go into too much detail. He said, I almost called her a name. I better stop talking about her. He said, such and such doesn't want to meet. She wants to take a couple weeks off. And to make a long story short, people, that was it. We never met again. The father and I are still friends, and the mom. But yeah, people, she had like that stubbornness, and she thought that even if she made the college team, she thought the tennis prophet, the magic man, would get the credit for it. People, listen, I would tell, if Naomi Osaka got that in her mind, this is where it's bad. Listen, Michael Jordan, he got Phil Jackson, one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. Did that take away from Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan needed a coach. Phil Jackson helped him get over the hump. Okay, Muhammad Ali. I tell Naomi Osaka, listen, Muhammad Ali had Angelo Dundee. Listen, you need a coach. Yeah, now I'm not saying she doesn't need a coach, but listen, I think Naomi Osaka, she won't deny that she need a coach, but I would tell Naomi Osaka this. You can still have the greatest individual legacy with a great coach who has a great legacy. See, people, if Naomi Osaka's mom, I'm being funny here, but I actually believe this. If her mom called me and say, Tennis Prophet, I've heard your videos on YouTube, and you talks about this mental stuff and levels and God mode. I heard you talk about Djokovic, and you talk about the unconscious God mode and who got the highest IQ. I heard your latest videos. Would you like to coach my daughter? Okay. And I said, okay, yeah, I coach Naomi Osaka. People, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Naomi Osaka, she wouldn't want me coaching her. And I'm going to tell you why. She would feel that this tennis prophet, the magic man who be on YouTube with his big mouth, he going to get all the credit for my greatness. And I think she got some of that in her mind. And I think maybe at the beginning, she'll act like she's listening to me, like that girl I'm telling you about that was getting ready for college. But at the end of the day, she wouldn't want me teaching her. No matter how, I don't care if I won 10 majors for her. She'll be like, I can't take this anymore. This magic man is at the news conferences. He's talking about his tennis prophet system. Oh, God, I can't stand this magic man tennis prophet stuff. I got to let magic man go. She won't want me coaching her. I can tell you that right now, people. Because she got, listen, I feel, and I can't prove this, but she may think that, see, people, it would probably be easier for me to coach Serena Williams. Now, I didn't believe I would say this until today. Then Naomi Osaka, I would have thought that Naomi Osaka would be easier for me to coach. People, Serena Williams, she's already great without me. Okay, so she doesn't care if the sports writers and the tennis fans say it's the tennis prophet. He came in and helped Serena break Margaret Court's record, and we saw Serena Williams. She went to her God mode and level stuff. Tennis prophet brought that stuff to Serena's camp. He helped Serena bring it back again. See, Serena Williams wouldn't care about that because she's already Serena Williams. Naomi Osaka, she made her legacy isn't stamped like Serena's legacy. Okay, so she may feel bringing a tennis prophet on my team, that may drown out my legacy, which it won't. I just showed y'all. Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson, one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time, and Michael Jordan is still Michael Jordan. Phil Jackson didn't take anything away from Michael Jordan. Okay, people, okay, this is a long video, the longest video I ever done. Let me cut it off now. Tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, signing off. Have a good one. The magic man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video.